start streaming. Okay, so we're streaming now. It's set up. All right, and okay. Hello, welcome to Petty and Podcast. Oh, Beach, it's not even on Beach. Beach. I'm like, ooh.
I'm done.
This is why I wanted to stream it, because I feel like this is going to be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hello and welcome to Petty and Woke Podcast. I'm the host, Savannah, and I'm here with my guest, Arisa. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
I'm good. Tired of Trump's America. This is Beach.
Oh, girl.
Beach.
Tell me something I don't know.
So let's tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am 20 years old. Not quite legal age yet, but you know, I'm getting there.
Gang.
I am a music major.
Yes.
I like to sing.
Mm-hmm.
I am brown, proud, very, very queer at times.
Same.
Yes. And I am pretty fed up with a lot of the bullshit that's been happening. If I'm being quite honest.
So let's get into it. We might as well talk about it.
Rip it off.
So first of all, when will this end? When? I'm waiting for the impeachment because we already got somebody who is like, I'm going to testify against you. What's his name?
Yeah.
I got to look it up because I don't want to be incorrect. What's his name? He's a man, Ron something. Ron, I've been retweeting it all day. But Ron is telling everybody's business because he's like, listen, I don't want the FBI on my ass.
He's got all the receipts.
All of them.
All of them. And you know, I feel like that's a lot of what we need right now because everybody's like going through that
Michael Flynn, that's his name.
Girl, that's a little different than Ron, but...
Listen, bitch, it's finals week, and I'm ready to take a nap, so...
It's alright, you can take a nap when our work is done.
For real.
To be honest.
But
no, I agree, like, he came with all the fucking receipts, and I feel like it's what we need, because right now, everybody's going with this whole he said, she said, with no evidence, and trying to... you know, negate the proof that's coming out right now.
Yes.
And that's absolutely ridiculous for me because I feel like if people are showing you exactly what happened, you know, and it's not even like somebody came up with like an op-ed. Come with it. Mm-hmm. It's not like somebody came up with an op-ed and was like, this is my opinion on it, so these are the facts.
No.
This is legit. This is shit that... Kill me.
We can curse.
All right.
We adults.
Okay. Well.
You adult. We there. We pay rent.
In the eyes of the law.
You an adult?
Yeah, but I can't do shit. So
I mean, you can vote, bitch, and that's what we talking about.
All right. Okay. But yeah, like it's just ridiculous, you know, when people come up, especially in court cases, in cases where it's been documented by the government, specific documents where it said, you know, like, I just remember seeing, you know, a little bit off topic, kind of, but for example, Trump's pick for, it was like she was in charge of the environment or in charge of, you know, something that had to do with environmental change. Mm-hmm. And she went up in front of the senators and they asked her questions about climate change.
Yes.
And she sat there like she didn't know what was happening. And it's all right, you know, being put on the spot, I understand. But you signed up for this job. It comes with the job.
There you go.
You know, and for everybody to be talking about it like, you know, I'm not entirely sure that, you know, it's very uncertain. You know, I do believe that the earth is getting warmer, that we're getting warmer, but to what extent, I don't know. There's so much evidence. There is scientific proof. Are you gonna listen? Science is not here to screw you over like a lot of career politicians are.
Hello.
Science is here to give you the facts and to give you a better understanding of life itself, you know, on a freaking molecular level. Like, there's no lying about that. There's so many scientists. You can't possibly have somebody lie about something and not have everybody else fact check his ass.
And that's what really pisses me off about this whole administration and this whole issue, because there's so many facts.
Yeah.
And it's not like when Obama was president or even Bush, where like they'd say something and like you have a different opinion, so you could be like, oh no, I don't agree, and da-da-da. Like, no, it's like the difference between saying, you know, slavery happened and that African Americans were brought here as immigrant workers, and then co-signing that. And so like Michael Flynn, bruh, you may be a shady bitch. But you are okay in my book, because like he needs to be impeached. They all need to go.
They all need to go.
They all need to go.
And this isn't even a matter of like, you know, us not liking a certain individual because they're not a member of our party.
Yes.
You know, this isn't even this is crossing the borders between Democrats and Republicans. It's turning into a possible dictatorship.
Yes.
Where everything can get out of control. The thing with the FCC and the internet. I can't believe that. Also, I'll get into that.
Ooh.
But there's another thing that I saw, you know, like, and granted, you know, Twitter, social media, like, they're not obviously entirely credible sources, but when everything is pointing to one thing, there's no way.
Something the milk ain't clean.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not even like, you know, you're sitting here crediting it like, you know, for example, if you were going to write a paper about something, you're not going to sit there and write, you know, oh, I got it on Twitter.
Yeah.
But you're going to see something on Twitter that catches your eye, and you're going to research it. So something that I saw was that it was, okay, so, you know, we learned about U.S. history.
Yes.
The Trail of Tears.
Yes.
Terrible.
Most people. Yes.
Absolutely horrible. I feel like that's just common sense to know about.
Nope.
You know, no, we don't, because we know the awful shit that happened. We know what happened, that they were forced out of their homes to walk on foot to reservations that they didn't want to live on.
Yes.
Absolutely terrible. Forced off of their sacred grounds. And I saw a picture of a history book that said, oh girl.
Okay, I'm preparing myself.
Yeah, the picture basically had, and everybody was like, what is this bullshit? It basically said that Native Americans, they handed over their land to white settlers to make room for them.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah, they didn't mention the Trail of Tears. They just said Native Americans willingly gave up their land to the new settlers, as a form of a peace offering. That baffled my mind. How can you change something like that?
And the reason why I feel like we have come this far to where we're saying such outlandish shit and so many things are being published that don't make fucking sense is the fact that we have allowed these little fairy tale stories, these little, Thanksgiving, we sat down together and we broke bread and Plymouth Rock, we came here and they just helped us, and oh my God, Christopher Columbus,
everybody come to my backyard for the barbecue.
For the barbecue on 4th of July, even though, we still had slaves and we were just raping Indians and slaughtering them left and right. The reason why we're like that is because of all these stupid fairy tale ass stories that we just allow children. I work with kids and the things that they believe about America, I hate it because they're in middle school, so they still have some semblance of innocence. But there's so much where I just want to sit down and be like, listen, this is not correct.
Yeah. And that's another thing that I think about a lot is, I think about the fact that everybody is always talking about.
Hold on.
Bye. Bye, bitch. I love you. I love you. Get home safe. Right. And then we get into the topic of, you don't, because when you grow up, you hear your parents like, don't believe everything they tell you.
Mm-hmm.
They're always talking about like, don't just take everything in at face value, blah, blah, blah. Like, not everything you hear is true.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to believe it because you're like, oh, well, why would people lie to me,
Mm-hmm.
But now we're getting into the part where we are becoming our parents in a sense.
Yes.
Like, granted, they are old school. They have a lot of
yes.
different values than we do, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's turning into now you are completely erasing history.
Yes.
Completely. It's not even where, when we were growing up, we would read some stuff and we'd be like, okay, well, this obviously isn't the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know about the Native people side of it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know about the, African American side of it. You don't know about the Hispanic Latino side of it. That's just something you don't get until you talk to people.
Yeah.
And so for them to completely erase that narrative, so there's no conversation to happen, I don't know what we're coming to, personally.
I feel like conversations and actions need to come together, because I feel like in the past there's been a lot of both, where there's a conversation happening. Like, for me, I'm thinking about civil rights movement and like feminism and stuff. Years before that, there was a lot of talking. We have our Frederick Douglasses and Susan Wells, something like that. What's her name? She's
Susan B. Wells.
Susan B. Wells and like Ida B. Wells, all these people with the conversations. No, Susan Anthony?
It's Susan B. Anthony.
Susan B. Anthony.
Granted,
we made it.
Yeah, it's all right. Susan B. Anthony.
Susan B. Anthony.
Yeah.
But they did a lot of conversations, but they also put actions into what they're doing. And I feel like because after the 80s, and, a lot of us were raised by 80s babies or late 70s babies, and they were very complicit and okay with, what's going on. And for face value, of course you're going to be, because you're tired, because you've had to fight, your parents had to fight. So, like, of course you're just going to be like, okay, this is the status quo. Yeah. I'm just going to try to find my niche in society. But the fact that we've just become so complicit and so just willing to just like take things, I think that's why social media has become the platform that it has today, like Twitter and stuff, because it's like, we're not going to take it.
Yeah.
A lot of like when you go protesting and you see protests, a lot of it's like, we're tired.
Yeah.
Because these things continue to happen, and like, ooh, child.
Yeah.
Like the thing about the other side of the argument, I'm not going to say Republican or left or anything like that, but the other side of the argument is you're not willing to see the full scope of the picture.
Yes.
Because I understand the other side of the argument, because of course you want things to stay the same, because we all love to be the same. We're creatures of habit. Yeah. That's how we are. But the fact that people are dying, people are suffering, people are just trapped. And that's like, I feel like the word to say is just trapped in their own existence. And they're asking for help. And the fact that you're willing to deny that makes me so irate and just like, oh my gosh, I can't, like. So I'm going to talk about what I saw on Twitter today. So we're going to bring it to pop culture.
Okay.
So have you seen the meme that like, oh no, baby, what is you doing, baby?
Yeah.
And then Dan with the man with the pat, Dan. So Dan just got exposed for, number one, being white. I've always knew he was white. People thought he was light skinned, but I always knew he was white.
Yeah.
But he has been going around saying the N-word very liberally.
Oh.
And his black friend Nick is like, no, he has a pass. He has a pass. And the video that came up that everyone was like, okay, Dan is canceled, is they were at somebody's house or something like that, and someone's filming him. He's like, you keep saying the N-word, like, I must film you because you say it. And then he said it, Dan said it. And then he's like, I want your permission to post it because I'm going to post it. And Dan said, I don't care. I'm going to post it. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to post it. I don't care. Now he's coming out with apologies and talking about we were misconstrued. Like, not misconstrued because he's not, he doesn't have, above a 5th grade level, which is why, he has to, chuck and jive on the internet with his friend, but that's none of my business. And he was like, you know, things are out of context, all this like different things, and it's like, what context when you say post it, and I don't care. And I feel like
there's no other context besides exactly that.
And that's why I feel like we are getting to that point in America where people are just so complicit and just allowing things to happen. And Nick his friend is as much his fault, because you are allowing your friend to go out and be an idiot and be ignorant. And like, that's how a lot of us in this country are, where you're not willing to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's what pisses me off too. Like, you're not willing to push into that and rise above it, which is why I love Daddy Bernie, Granddad Bernie Sanders, bless up. Yes, one prayer for one Bernie Sanders. I love him. And like older people like that, like, and like the DeRays and the Ava DuVernays and the world.
People that are aware that we are going to inherit whatever they did. You know, people that understand that we don't have a voice yet.
Yes.
The voice that we are doing, people are talking down on us for showing. The only kind of voice that we have, because there's so many rules and regulations about how young people can't take on those big roles, or that we don't know any better. We haven't been on this earth long enough. Well, then, you know, the same way that people are also talking to us like, well, you need to vote. You need to go out there. You need to make your voice heard.
Right.
Okay, well, we're making our voice heard, and what are you doing to us now? You're freaking running us over with your cars. You're coming out here and, you know, inciting violence, you know? A lot of these protests I get, you know, a lot of them, you have to kind of think ahead. There's a possibility now, which it shouldn't be that way, but there's a possibility now that any protest that happens is going to get out of control. Not just from one side, but because both sides are not going to see eye to eye.
Exactly.
And especially because, and I'm just going to fucking straight out say it, you know, because of white supremacy.
Yes.
You know? And I'm not, listen, I have plenty of friends. I have plenty of family members. I am, you know, not saying at all that I believe all freaking white people think the same, because there are good ones, you know?
Of course.
Just the same that there's, you know, bad people from every walk of life. But you all need to take responsibility for what you've done collectively. You know, I understand you may not have done it yourself. You may fight the good fight. You may fight with us. But when it comes to these things, you know, with people saying words they shouldn't say, with people using racial slurs, with people walking around and culturally appropriating things, you know, that's something that you just can't let slide. I understand, you know, not everything is taken, you know, the way that it's supposed to be taken, and everything kind of does kind of like tumble into a giant avalanche of ridiculousess. But you need to take it as soon as you see it and think about it. You know, the least you can do is think about it, because a lot of people don't think about it. A lot of people are just like, oh, that's cool. You know, we're appreciating another culture.
Right.
Well, there's a difference between appreciating a culture and completely taking it and claiming it as your own. You know? I understand when you want to wear, for example, you want to wear braids, or if you want to wear traditional Hispanic clothing, you know, like folklorico dresses. If you want to wear, you know, traditional, I don't know, I'm part Chinese, so sometimes I see women wearing the traditional, I always forget what it's called, so my grandma always gets on my ass about it, but the traditional Chinese dresses, you know, where they're not super long, but they're, you know, relatively kneeling. What is that called? I think they're like chiffon.
That is Japanese.
Yeah, I think they're chiffon.
I know what you're talking about.
Qibao.
They were huge in the 90s.
And it's like, I understand you want to appreciate the culture. You know, it's beautiful. Like, everything about other cultures is wonderful. It's beautiful. It's magical. It's amazing. And everybody should be able to include themselves in that. But when you come around and you claim it as your own fashion, like you're going to make money off it, and you're going to sit there and pretend like you came up with it first, that's not okay.
It's not. And Yeah, and I think this whole conversation, the whole reason why I want to do this podcast and why I want to have people like you on and do all these things is because of these underlying issues. And it's not just cultural appropriation, it's rape culture, it's, white supremacy, it's all these things. And it's not directed towards one person or one group of people.
Yes.
Donald Trump is not the source of the problem.
Yeah.
He's a part of it, but he's not the source. That's just the figurehead.
Yeah.
What we need to start doing is having more of these conversations and trying to make steps towards making a change. And like, that's why I feel like a lot of people, they're like, I miss Obama. And to be honest, Obama didn't do much.
Yeah.
And, you can argue like, oh, he didn't, opposition, or, oh, he wasn't trying to do nothing. I don't really care. He didn't do much.
Yeah.
But what he did do was incite hope in others and try to make others.
And that's a big thing.
There is no hope.
No.
There's no hope in today's society, at least in the past year, because of all this shit. It's an onslaught.
Yes.
I don't remember in my whole political career, and I've wanted to be a lawyer since I was in 8th grade, and so I've been having my pulse on the news since I was 13. I don't remember any time in the 8 years that I've been like doing this that there has been every day a fucking issue with the government.
Yes.
Every day. And I understand like every day there's news, but every day there's a specific problem with the Oval Office.
Yes.
That has never happened. And he gotta go. Donald Trump gotta get impeached. He has to go.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take a break and then we're gonna come right back. Okay. Ooh, girl. Ooh, boy. We're at 20 minutes.
Ooh, girl.
I wanted to take a break, and then I want to like make the next part a little more lighthearted and just talk about stuff because that's hella heavy.
Yeah.
But Queen hitting it. That's the shit.
I got you. I got you. And trust, I didn't even say everything I wanted to say. I got like off topic.
Right, same. But I like that. It's like more organic and like a conversation. And those are the type of podcasts that I really like.
Yeah.
That are just like, we're just gonna go with the flow and like persevere and just push through.
Yeah.
Do you want some water?
Would it be alright if I fill my jug?
Of course.
Thank you so much. Whoa.
Oh, yo, look at what I got at the vape shop.
What's that?
So, I have stomach problems, and my body's old. And I have issues.
Mm-hmm.
I got CBD oil.
What? Damn, girl.
That's what's in this one. So, like, this one's just for me.
Wow.
And so, like,
that's awesome.
I'm obsessed. I love it.
Yeah. That's dope. I've never actually had, like, just CBD. I think that's why I don't smoke weed anymore, is because of the THC in it. And I freak the fuck out.
Okay.
That's why I don't do it anymore.
That's what we should talk about next.
Mm.
We're going to talk about my new little discovery, and then we're going to talk about high stories.
Oh,
and giggle. she said, what?
Is the water in there?
I don't have, like, cultured water.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, I don't have cultured water. I have my Brita bottle, but it's just in the bottle.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. If I die from lead poisoning, I know who to blame.
Well, girl, it's all the same water. That's the water you brush your teeth with.
That's true. That is true.
How do you open it?
Right? I was like sitting there trying to figure it out just to smell it, and it just.
Because I smoke.
My soul left my body. I was just like, I'm done.
Okay.
Can I leave this planet right now?
Right. For real. Oh. Yo, 20 minutes went by so fast.
Honestly, but I think it's because we were talking about good shit. It wasn't just, like, okay, don't know what to talk about now.
Right.
And I think that's why a lot of this stuff is so important, because everything is so, like, there's nothing to run out of to talk about because it's so important, and everything is just going to shit so fucking fast.
Right.
Like, it's like you need to have conversations to avoid hitting complete rock bottom.
Let me check the stream.
Michelle.
For real, like if listen.
Ew, my face.
Hey, ain't nobody. One person's watching. I don't know who that bitch is, but bless them. But yeah, no, like this is important. Like these are important conversations to have. But yeah, dude, all this shit was free. All the like programming and stuff.
Yeah. Wait, so are people seeing us right now?
One person.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hey ho. How you doing?
How you doing?
That tastes good.
You wanted to smell it?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh.
Right? It's the sour belt.
Girl, that shit smells like fucking extreme airhead.
So fucking good. I was so happy.
Yum.
Okay. Or do you want to play Cards Against Humanity?
I mean, we could play that and then...
Yeah, because you know what? Let's save the high stories from when you're 21. Because, like, I low-key...
Yeah, no, I mean, it's already on the internet, so...
It is?
No, I mean, right now.
Oh, well, like... Nobody watches streams all the way through.
I mean, I do sometimes.
I do too, but, like, I know for a fact. Well, we'll be alright.
You know what? It's fine. I don't care.
We'll be okay.
I feel like taking responsibility for shit is the main topic of today, but it's fine.
Oh, we can do it. We can do both. Shit.
It's all good.
We can do both.
Ooh.
We can do both.
Oh, wait.
We can do it while we're playing Cards Against Humanity.
Ooh. Or we can talk about every freaking card if it incites a conversation.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay.
I'm down.
All right. And we're back. We had to get some waters and things and
Stay hydrated, folks.
stay motherfucker hydrated.
Yeah.
So, we're going to do a segment called Talks Against Humanity, which is where I play Cards Against Humanity with my guest, and then we are going to, it's incites conversation about the card. We'll talk about it. If not, we'll laugh because it's ridiculous, and this game is fucking ridiculous.
Yes. It hurts my soul, but I love it at the same time. Also, Cards Against Humanity, good on you for buying that section of the wall. I love you.
Right.
Marry me.
They're great. They're amazing. Okay. So the first card is Men's Warehouse. You're going to like blank. I guarantee it.
Ooh,
so how we're going to play it is that we're both just going to, grab 7 cards like how we usually play, and then we're just going to put down one that we want to.
All right, for sure.
This is going to be ridiculous because this is the red box.
Ooh, so there is no boundaries here, lady.
So I got low-key bad cards, but it depends, like how you want to. Okay, so this one, I feel like this is legit, so I'm gonna play this one.
Okay, give me a quick second because I like to think about my answers.
I'm dead, girl.
It happens. You'll come back to life, I promise.
Speaking of Cards Against Humanity,
yes,
I bought this game, and then I was going through the cards just to see, like, you know, have like a little giggle nostalgia fest. And I saw the card, I ripped it up and threw it away, but it said little boy penises.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, so what we're not gonna do, what's not gonna happen. Listen, I love offensive humor, but bruh,
yeah,
it's a little
it was a little you know, I'm not quite sure we want to get into, you know, pedophile territory, but
I'm not trying to be the next, you know, Harvey Weinstein. Don't drag me, Black Twitter. I'm trying to be nice. So yeah. All right, so you play your card first.
All right, for sure. Men's
Warehouse. You're gonna like blank, I guarantee it. You're gonna like coat hanger abortion.
Well, you know,
like,
it's the only card I had that made a little bit of
terrible
humor
men
sense.
are trash.
They are.
And
not all of them, but you know.
In my experience, men are trash. I feel like that's the best way to say it.
Most of y'all can be, especially right now.
93% of you. The 7%, I rock with you guys.
Yeah.
I put intimacy problems. You're gonna like it. I guarantee it. Solely because, like, have you met a man?
Yes.
Like, they, like...
Yeah. You know, I also like this card because it literally can apply to anybody.
Like, it really can, though. It's not gender specific.
Yeah.
But
like, in terms of, you know, stereotypical things and things that are very blatantly out there in the open.
For real.
I agree.
Yes.
I would say that yours wins because...
Yes.
Cool.
But I was about to say I do enjoy a coat hanger abortion. People are going to come for me. Don't do it. Okay, so Old MacDonald Had a Blank, E-I-E-I-O. I love that song. That's a banger. It slaps.
Honestly?
What?
Well, you know, if somebody can create
a
remix, but if they did that with like nursery like songs that we used to do.
Give me a Bodak Yellow version of Old MacDonald, bitch. Now he said, "You gonna do what from who? E-I-E-I-O."
Oh no, honey. I mean, I would buy it.
Okay, I have the perfect card, and
don't do that.
I don't want to play it.
It's fine.
I mean, like.
No, I have a.
I know,
yeah,
but
it's fine.
Like we're not gonna.
Okay. So Old MacDonald had a what?
We're gonna edit that out.
It's fine.
All right. I don't know if I want to play it. You play yours, or I'll play mine first.
Okay.
Shit. Old MacDonald had a big black dick.
Oh.
E-I-E-I-O.
You know.
Listen, we don't know the race of Old MacDonald.
We don't know about Old MacDonald.
All we know is he had a little farm.
Mm-hmm.
But that might not be the only thing that's little. Come on.
That is, you know, if he's got chicken tenders and chicken nuggets everywhere, and he's got fries, and he's got, you know, McFlurries and shit, then...
Listen, I'm down.
I'm down with it.
Old MacDonald's and shit. Listen.
Holler at me, Old MacDonald.
Go.
I got okay. Old MacDonald had sex with Patrick Stewart. E-I-E-I-O.
Okay, so here's my thing about Patrick Stewart. I have so much respect for Sir Patrick Stewart. But the Emoji Movie, to my knowledge, and I could be wrong, and I don't feel like fact checking right now, but to my knowledge, he doesn't have children. I don't think he knows a child, personally. I'm pretty sure he has fans.
Yeah.
But why? I don't understand. And you played the poop?
Yeah.
He didn't even just play an emoji. He was the poop.
He was the poop. There's no going back from that.
No.
Okay. But you know what? Props. Because if I had played the poop, then I think I would have been really... It would have been rated R.
I want to know who was like, yes, you're playing the poop emoji. And he was just like, okay. What was that meeting? We live not too far from Hollywood. I need to do research. I want to ask people.
Can I be there next time? Because I'd love to offer you some assistive advice when it comes to, you know.
Why didn't nobody tell him no?
Please don't.
Don't do this. You have so many other movies you could be.
Like, you can save your reputation.
I feel that way with, like, a lot of people. Like, Jared Leto playing the Joker. Someone should have told him no. Someone should have been like... And, like, they say they collaborated on what he looks like and all this shit. But someone should say no. Who was in the boardroom and they approved what that looked like? And
I feel like
growling at people in the film. Literally, he walked up to this grown man, sat in his lap, and started purring like a little kitty cat in this man's ear. I was okay.
You know, if Joker's got some secrets, we're here for you, boo. We got a whole community.
Deadpool is pansexual, so you can be pansexual. Listen, I'm down. Come to the LGBT. We already got Babadook.
Well, yeah, we already got Babadook. He's happy here.
He's happy with us.
He's happy. He's poster child.
Poster child of the LGBT.
He's like the Gerber baby.
I done with you. Okay, so I feel like Sex with Pastor Stewart won.
Oh, thank you.
My poor black. Where'd the?
It's right here.
Put him in
Yes.
here. Okay.
Please.
Oh, my.
Oh, I need another.
Okay, so the next card is Check Me Out. I call this dance move blank. Oh, Lord. Oh,
Oh, man. You know, I feel like I just got to my last card. I'm sorry. Would you like me to put mine down
Yes,
first?
you go first.
So check me out. I call this dance move soft kissy missionary sex.
Boring.
I know.
That's the worst kind.
But you know what?
I mean, if it's
I get out here and I do my thing. It's just whatever happens, happens. You know, I feel like I would win a dance competition with that one.
mine lost because but I said check me out, yo. They call this dance move a web of lies. Solely because I feel like, you know, that's what this whole 2017 has been, a web of lies, and us realizing about lies.
Honestly, yes, the spider came through on this one.
Charlotte, she weaved that web, but we had to break out of it. I love Charlotte's Web. I literally just watched it the other day.
Honestly, the scene where she dies always makes me cry.
I always stop it right before she dies so I can live in my own
R.I.P.
world. R.I.P. One prayer for one Charlotte. Up there. So.
But you know what? She birthed all those damn babies, so it's fine.
She really did. So I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm going to give it to you.
You know what? I think my my existence here on this earth is really coming together.
So click here for blank. I hate pop-ups.
Oh, man.
I'm going to switch out my deck.
It doesn't even lead you to, and I'm explaining this, it doesn't even lead you to a porn site. It just leads you to fucking viruses and computer death.
Man, listen, okay, don't click them. It's not going to make your penis bigger. It's not going to raise your
helping that one.
It's not going to raise your credit score. It's not going to write your paper for you. Don't do it.
You know what? I saw that, and it took me back to
Okay.
I was 5 again for a second.
I'm going to put mine down.
Yes.
So, click here for white privilege. I feel like I would click it. I would click it solely because, you know, if I could just get a schmidget, just a little teach, a little bit of white privilege.
Honestly,
like, it's not that I want to be white. I just want, like,
I just want a little bit of the benefit.
Right. It's like when you go to Costco to get pizza and then you look inside and you're like, I want to go in there for the deals. So you apply for a card because you want to get bulk snacks.
Oh yeah. Oh honey.
So I just want bulk snacks in life.
I just want to be able to feed myself until the new year, so that way if the apocalypse happens, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Hello. And I feel like that's what white privilege is. It's the Costco card of life. You just go in and hello. I'm gonna make that a t-shirt.
Yes.
Make that
my god.
There.
Cat.
Okay, go.
Oh man. Well, I feel like just
play your card.
Okay.
Because you said it brought you back.
Well, now I want to use it for something else because I love it. But it's fine. Click here for the Hamburglar.
Bitch, the Hamburglar was creepy.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I mean, he was always stealing hamburgers, but.
Okay, so I remember in the play place at McDonald's when I was a youngin', there was like a Hamburglar statue. Hanglish. And he would stand there with his arms open, and something about that felt wrong to me. Of this man in a mask wanting to embrace me in any sort of way. I was
the same goes for Ronald McDonald. But
you're right though.
Especially because he would like sit down, like the statue would sit down on the bench, and he'd be all like spread eagled and wide open.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
And it's like no.
A lot of the kids stuff is not for kids.
It's not.
But I'm gonna take my card.
Yeah, I know. You win. You win life with that one.
So we're gonna play to 3. So we're tied. We both have 2.
All right.
This is brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of blank.
Oh, man. Wait.
Okay, so I'm looking through.
You put yours first.
You go first. Hold on. I haven't even picked my girl.
Okay. Do you want me to
hate
first?
Bud Light. Go.
Okay. So, Brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of my abusive boyfriend, who really isn't so bad once you get to know him.
So I have a friend.
Oh, girl.
Like, I have a friend.
I sip the water, but pretend it's tea.
Let's spill the tea. I have a friend who is very much like that. And
very much like the person?
Both. I have a friend on both situations.
Oh,
And I'm just, I pray for them.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like that Bud Light would sponsor that, because Bud Light, especially people who can't handle their liquor, that's a fight in alcohol. Bud Light. That Hennessy and gin, those are fighting alcohols. But mine is, because I hate Bud Light, mine is brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the inevitable heat death of the universe.
Oh.
Because it's disgusting and it tastes like piss.
Well, that's true.
It's gross. I'd rather have a Guinness with a cold one for the boys.
Pour one out for the homies.
Okay, so who do you think wins? You know what? Let's let them decide on who wins and who doesn't for that one, because we're tied.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna.
And so the person who wins has to.
I don't know. The person who wins get a cookie, bitch. I don't know. But
better be a good ass cookie.
Listen, we can go can we talk about the cookies real fast?
Yes.
With the big ass frosting on them. They're like $2.49 for like 8 or 10 of them. They're those.
Where?
They're everywhere. They're like white cookies with that thick ass frosting.
Oh, I hate those.
What?
I'm sorry. Like, I know, like, the sugar cookies where they're just pure sugar.
Yeah.
I feel like my heart is gonna bust out of my fucking chest. And I feel like I'm gonna pass out and start convulsing on the floor.
I'm dead.
You know, I don't know. I've never really liked those. Plus, they taste like sand.
But I love those little cookies. They're so good.
If you like Cottonmouth, then
damn, they are dry though. They're like a biscuit.
Yeah.
You do need something to wash because you will choke.
You will choke and die if you don't have something to drink after.
All right, so we're gonna take a break and be right back.
Oh!
I was holding it in.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Okay, that was fun.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well.
Okay. So,
oh my gosh.
Oh, who's watching?
Who's watching?
I can't even see into the stream, but yo no sé, and I don't really care.
Yo no sé.
Okay, so we're just gonna sign off, and that's it.
Okay, for sure.
For sure, baby. Alright.
Sorry.
Alright, so I want to thank you, Arissa, for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for
and
having
being my
me.
first guest.
Sweet.
This is
That's so
great.
special.
Thank you for being petty and woke with me.
Absolutely.
And playing my games.
Every day of the week, 24/7.
Sipping my water. Yes. So I appreciate you. And this is Savannah signing off from the Petty and Woke podcast.
Peace.
Boom, bitch.
Boom.
And now, thanks for the stream. You're dope. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You look like a model. You're Linda Evangelista. And
I'm done.
yeah, that's it.